too small before their regrets call me. Step in my boat, folks call her Jolie.
I want to tell you a story about a young woman named Hazel. She lives in a town called Prospero, deep in the American South, along a river steeped in tea leaves and magic. Hazel is a weaver, a powerful arbiter of the invisible forces that hold the world together. Weavers call the world around us the grand tapestry. To them, the world isn't so solid and defined. They see the individual strands, how they come together, how they can tangle. It all rests on the emotions of the living and the dead too. South of Midnight is a game about trauma, guilt, and all the negative emotions that make up that part of a person that can mutiny the ship and turn someone against themselves. Initially, Hazel is very much focused on herself, but after a hurricane washes her home away with her mother in it, she needs to learn to actually stand on her own in order to get her mother back. Definitely a be careful what you wish for situation. Along her trip downriver to find her mother, Hazel learns more about herself than she bargains for as her weaving powers start to emerge, bolstered by powerful tools that are more like weapons in her hands. Again and again, she finds places twisted by stigmas, powerful negative emotions, and more often than not, this pain, the greatest pain, is inflicted by family. Luckily, Hazel can untangle these knots and bring peace to the land, though not before dealing with the evil spirits called haints that haunt these bogs and brambles. Hazel's set of attacks is limited but never felt under-equipped. She can use her fabric hooks for basic attacks as well as bind enemies in the weave. She can push, pull, charge up, and explode. Hazel also has a bizarre little living doll named Crouton who can possess enemies temporarily and fight for her. All enemies glow red normally, but they glow blue when possessed by Crouton. When an enemy does a powerful attack, they are untouchable. During this period, they glow yellow. Each of the primary colors has a different meaning in combat, and it's very helpful in the heat of things to understand the battlefield at a glance. Most of Hazel's powers have applications outside of combat as well. Even Crouton is used to navigate small areas and solve puzzles. Hazel can manipulate the weave to blast through obstacles, throw rocks, wall run, fly through the air, and manifest items from the past. In order to even get close to fully upgrading all of her abilities, she'll need to scour the swamps for scattered bits of the weave, using every trick available in her repertoire. Over the course of the story, Hazel comes into her own by helping others, both alive and dead, get the closure they need. Every story is full of heartbreak and regret, and Hazel really seems to learn something from each tale. Most interesting, though, is how Hazel's own story, and that of her family, is woven into the lore of the land. Both Hazel and the player learn about this together in a really satisfying way. Aesthetically, the world and the creatures within it sit somewhere between Disney's The Princess and the Frog and Beasts of the Southern Wild. Much of the actual animation has a stop-motion vibe, similar to the recent Spider-Man and Ninja Turtles animated films. It's gorgeous to look at. We can't not talk about the music. While none of the characters sing on screen, pretty much every central character in the game sings a song that plays while navigating the environment or fighting. It essentially makes this game a musical. The lyrics speak on the characters involved in the story and provide audio context in an incredibly novel way. I've played many games with great music. I've played plenty of rhythm games. But I don't think I've ever played a game that handled music this way and with this much care. The whole game is filled to the brim with amazing art, but the contribution of the music to the whole makes this game truly a masterpiece. South of Midnight wasn't short by any means, but I loved it so much I didn't want it to end. I could have kept going down that river forever. That's okay. Now it's your turn. Until that damn catfish, I said thanks for the good times. Are you still watching? Well, hell, thanks. If you really made it this long, you might consider subscribing to this here channel. It's pretty good, and it's only getting better. I try to put out one vid per week, so give me a shot. I promise more content is on the way.